Hello, welcome to the TriathlonDan YouTube channel. Welcome to another day of triathlon training. I feel like I just spitted a bit then, but we had to roll with it. Out this morning for on the club ride, so it should be 60 odd miles. I need to get between 3.5 hours done, I think, pending my hip flexor thing being okay. Thank you very much to all those who suggested that. I've been stretching it like hell, rubbing it, foam rolling it, all that sort of stuff. Feels a bit better today. Not amazing, but better. I can't feel it on the bike at all. I can feel it walking around the house a little bit, so I'm gonna see how it goes. On the ride this morning, Matt is coming on his TT bike, as in my TT Nemesis Matt, or his winter TT bike, might I add. I'm gonna tag along with him. He's got a 30-minute sweet spot block to do. So I'm gonna sit behind him, hopefully in tempo, doing a bit of just power testing, just seeing what sort of savings we see second in, behind somebody else. It's not gonna be really scientific, but it's just gonna help us try and learn how to pace our team time trial stuff later this year. And there's only so many opportunities to do that sort of thing, so I'm gonna make the most of it. I've got my clip-on bars on my road bike, so we're both gonna be in like winter TT bike setups, something like that. So yeah, let's see how we get on. Okay, good morning, Matt.
Good morning.
You okay?
Yeah, good, thanks.
We are the antisocial TT crew out this morning. So Matt's come out on his, it sounds very luxurious, your winter TT bike, isn't it?
It's the garage spare parts special.
Yeah, I mean, those tyres Matt's got on, I did tell somebody on the club ride this morning that they're the new Continental Pro Limited tyres. Obviously that's not true. So Matt's kept hold of his old bike. He's got a new bike that's not actually skipped the tarmac yet. This was his bike that he rode last year, Planet X XZ2. It's basically a winter TT training bike, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a really nice bike as well.
Yeah, yeah. So we can spend time training in position. But the purpose of today's ride was to just experiment a little bit with team time trial. So Matt's had a 30-minute sweet spot block to do. So I took one for the team and sat on his wheel and didn't take a turn, just to see how much power I'm having to do up slight inclines, how much power I'm having to do on the flat. It's not scientific, we don't have a no-show aerometer and stuff. We're basically Dan Bigham on a budget, but we're just trying to work out and get what information we can. We've then come up via Gelia, which is a gradual incline, similar sort of deal. It's easier to do a long effort like that up a gradual incline because you're not going as fast, are you? So, but again, just seeing how hard I have to go on his wheel. And then Matt finished his effort, and then I came around and did basically the same thing for about 4 minutes or 5 minutes, so Matt could just get a bit of data of how easy it is behind me, which I did a good draft.
Yeah, it was a pretty good draft.
Yeah, so for
example,
for example, I was doing probably 330, 340 watts, and you were
280 or something like that, I think I did behind you.
Yeah, so it's massive, isn't it? So we're just thinking about how hard we can go on the front at the team town trial later this year. Probably very hard.
But yeah, it was a bit of a reminder as well about sitting on someone's wheel in time trial position when you can't see your own front wheel. It's a long time since you've done that. Yeah. You need to practice that a bit more as well.
Yeah, I was having to open my hands a bit so I could see through. Yeah, interesting, good. What you got left on the training calendar today?
Today, steady cruise home, I think.
Okay, yeah, awesome.
Nothing too hard.
I think I might do that as well. How long were we riding for?
Hour and a bit, hour and 20.
Oh, hour and 20, okay. Yeah, sounds good to me. Let's go. I can feel my hip flexor thing. Not good.
I'll give it a rub down.
Yeah. There we go then, ride done and dusted. 2.5 hours, I'll leave the stats on screen. I felt good, to be honest. It's just absolutely freezing. There comes a limit where you can't spend any more time outside, isn't there? However, I've now just been given the opportunity to go and ride with somebody very special, very dear to me, Will Cowan. So I'm just going to head out with him on the mountain bikes because he is up my way this afternoon. So then I'll go and do that, and then I'll have a look at my training for the week. I'm probably going to make another video out of the ride with Will, because that's how I run this channel. Everything is a video. See you later. Okay, so by the time you've seen this video, you've already seen the one with myself and Will and Catherine going out for a bike ride mountain biking, or you haven't seen it because Will's name was in the title. Don't blame me if you missed it. Anyway, let's have a look at what is now last week's training. As per normal, I'm not going to go into each session in detail. I'm going to touch on the days, touch on the weekly totals, and that is it. I go into daily training and the daily videos. So, headline scores, total duration, just over 13 hours, 803 training stress score points. Are they points? Who knows? Just over 10 hours on the bike, 3 hours running, Biking was 187 miles and the running was 20.5 miles. The bike distance doesn't really mean anything because a fair bit of it is Zwift, so it's a bit generous in the distance category, isn't it? Now we can see that from Friday onwards, my hip flex and niggle was becoming a bit worse, so I was having to miss a session on Friday lunchtime in favour of a steady run and then miss a whole day's training on Saturday, but it is what it is. So Monday was a good day, just an aerobic day as normal, so a steady run at lunch and then an easy spin in the evening. Tuesday was, what did I do? An easy run around Loughborough because I was at work, and then an interval workout in the evening on the bike, again classic. Wednesday, hard club ride in the evening. Because I didn't run at the lunchtime, I thought, right, I'm pretty fresh, I'm going to give this a go, like riding with the front group, and I did. Dead chuffed with that. I think I did something like, 290 odd watts for nearly a couple of hours, which is a good workout. There were some hard efforts in there, as you can see. So, real good ride, confidence giving, and caused me a bit of fatigue. Thursday, again, tempo run at lunchtime, and then 5 o'clock at night, a 30-minute sweet spot block, which I actually felt like I nailed, so fair play to me. Friday, that's when it sort of all started to fall to bits, so, a steady run at lunchtime, and then I rode the chain gang in the evening. Did I ride it hard or not? I can't remember. I think I rode it relatively hard, but not flat out. Saturday, took a complete rest day. I should have done a long run than an easy bike ride, but the hip flexor was that painful, I just left it. Sunday, out in the morning on the bike with Matt doing the team time trial practice as you've seen. I've not analysed the data in too much depth yet, but there is a significant saving sat behind, who knows, but we're just trying to figure out exactly what that is, because then we can really try and nail a pacing strategy. Okay, what is the most amount of power somebody can do at the front whilst those behind are still recovering or not working too hard, so that then when they come to the front they can do that same power. We've got a bit of time on our hands to do between now and then anyway. And then mountain biking with Will and Catherine in the afternoon. So, do you know what? I'm pretty happy with that week. As I record now, it is Monday evening. I've not done a great deal today, so I don't think this week is going to be as good as this week has been. Also, I was pretty heavy towards the end last week. I don't know why. And this morning, which is of course on the next week, I was pretty heavy again. So I'm hoping it's just a random couple of days of being heavier, but I'm doing all the right things diet-wise and exercise-wise and stuff. So I'm just trying to keep consistent, really. Don't worry if your training doesn't go to plan. A couple of people commented on this video last week saying that they're not having a great time, training isn't going well. That's absolutely fine. You've got plenty of time left before the events are here. And even if the events come around before you're not in peak form, don't worry about it. It's probably not your job. Like, just enjoy it. Don't get too hung up on it. I did also go for a walk every day this week as well, Monday to Friday, half an hour in the mornings. But that is going to stop a few days a week because I'll be back in the office from tomorrow. I think that's it. If anybody's got any questions about my training or you want to know what I do and don't do and why, please do let me know down below. I'll either cover it in the comment section or I will cover it in a future video. One thing I've noticed, I didn't go swimming on Thursday night. As you can see, the pool was closed. Honestly, it genuinely was. So thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please do hit the subscribe button down below, and I'll see you tomorrow at 4 PM.